I'm dancing with seagulls, giving them names just like Gabe used to do. Here's Matilda, sweet Matilda, she's not.
Hola, hola, ¿qué tal? Muy buenas tardes a todos ustedes. Bienvenidos a toda la comunidad Neurosecreto, especialmente a los que nos escuchan en otros países, ¿verdad? Francia, Estados Unidos, y a la gente que nos logra sintonizar en algunas otras partes del mundo. Estamos muy contentos. El día de hoy tenemos una plática muy importante acerca de la música, su influencia en las emociones, incluso su uso como terapia. El día de hoy hablaremos con una cantante francesa y un ingeniero de audio acerca de la música y sus influencias, incluso en las emociones. Así que estamos muy contentos el día de hoy. Será necesario hacer el switch del idioma para que todos los oyentes puedan disfrutar de esta hermosa charla que tendremos en unos momentos más. So, hello everybody. Today we are going to talk with a French singer and an audio engineer about the music, about the feelings in the music. For this, it's so necessary to change the language for English because it's international language for everybody. So we're starting now and enjoy it. Hi, Aurelia. I'm
Hi.
very happy to talk with you and Jesus. Now we have a French singer with us, and an audio engineer. He's expert in sounds, vibration, and acoustic topics. So, welcome, Aurelia. The first question is: do you have a band?
Yes,
What's the name
actually, I
of the
do.
band? Please.
Yes, I have a band. It is called Lily White and the Raining Souls. Lily White being me on stage, and Raining Souls. Why? Because this is an expression, a phrase I used to talk about a friend of mine that does music as well, and that I love very much. And I called him my raining souls, a soul that rains. So that's quite poetic. And we perform on stage. We do some rock and indie rock music, and that's it. We write in French and English mostly, and that's it.
Okay. Aurelia, another question is how many members are in your band?
Yes, we are four, two men and two women.
Ah, okay, okay, okay.
And I'm a singer and I play the acoustic guitar, and the other woman is the bass player, and the drummer and the guitarist, the electric guitar, are men.
So five members in the band.
No, 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 four, four, two men and
Four.
two women.
Ah, okay, okay, two women. Okay, so and question for Jesus. Jesus,
Yeah.
do you think that it's important the genetic to sing, the family genetic for sing, and or is only technique?
Well, I think that it doesn't matter the gender of that the way that you are going to sing because even if it's a man or women, uh, all of them they have the are able to have the gift of singing because that's what makes us different about our tones that we have in our own voice. Or in my case, I consider that uh, every everybody has a different tone in their own voice, and that's what makes them special when they are singing in the stage from a lot of people. And the frequencies, the vibration that they makes the voice when they are singing. That's what the people get impressed about, like kind of tick that in their body they are experiment a special feeling.
Feeling, right?
So mhm.
Okay, so Aurelia, do you have a family genetic to sing
No,
or
not at all,
no?
because I want to tell you that my parents don't sing at all, but they listen to music at all. A lot, sorry. So my father taught me a lot about rock music, like Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, and many very famous bands from the 70s, and my friends, some of my friends made me discover bands from the 80s. But
Oh,
singing is not
really?
genetic. No, it's not, because it's just a desire to sing, and then technique, but most of all, freedom of doing what you want to do. uh, in my case, when I was young, I was really passionate by voice, and I was so impressed by singers. I mean, wow, what can they do with their voices? I can't do that. I want to do that, but I can't. It's a gift. We can't. Not everybody can sing, but actually, yes, everybody can sing if they want to. So no, it's not genetics. It's just a desire to sing, and some, yes, a good ear, as a good hearing. Because if you don't listen to music a lot, you may have some hearing problems and not being able to sing in the right tone. But if with some work, you can manage to sing, of course.
Remember now that in Facebook you read something like everybody can sing.
Mhm. I did that.
Yeah, I read you that every can sing, come out and try it or something like that.
Oh,
In Facebook,
uh,
in
phrase.
everybody can sing, everybody try it or something
Well,
like
this is
that.
something I do think, and I agree with that. So I may have said it once, but I don't remember.
Okay, okay. Have you got a song in Spanish? Why and why
No,
not? And why?
I haven't written something in Spanish, but I just said earlier, if you want me to write something in Spanish, I may try during the conversation while you give me something, and I'll try to write a little paragraph in Spanish and sing it to you if you want to hear that. But well, I haven't tried, and I would be happy to try.
Okay, okay, okay. And the next question is for Jesus. Jesus, can you
Yeah.
explain about the different kinds of sounds in the human voice, please?
The notes of music: C, D, E, F, G, A, D. Well, that's are the notes of music, but musical notes. But in this case, if we are going to talk about the tones, about the different kinds of voice that has the man as the woman, in this case, the low voice, mezzo soprano, and I forgot the other name of these voices, but
Alto,
it, it you mean what earlier?
alto. You're trying to make a list of the registers.
Exactly, the register of the different voice of each person. That
Okay.
the question, that the difference is between the men and women.
Hmm.
But for example, we know that soprano is the highest voice of women that I think every woman has it, because that's what in their own register they have already got it. And for example, we know we need to highlight that, for example, in the case of men, we have the low a low voice, but in some cases As we know, for example, the people who dedicate singing in special genres of music like opera, they have a specific register of voice that it's baritone. Baritone. I think that I don't know if it is the name in English, but the characteristics of this tone is that you can get the high notes and middle notes and low notes. That's why makes them different from each person
Okay,
between woman and man.
man. Okay. Rosa has a question for Aurelia. How do you train your voice, your throat, Aurelia? Do you have an special exercise?
Yes, well, I do some vocal training and workout as well. Before I sing, I try to do some, well, how is it called in English? I don't know. Vocalize. I don't know how to say it. But
Okay.
you know what I mean? La 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 la. And that is
Vocalization, probably.
vocalize.
Like exercise of
Vocal exercises. I'm sure about
vocal
Okay,
that.
okay,
exercises,
vocal
probably.
exercises. Okay, okay.
Vocal training, vocal warm up, you know. And
Mhm.
well, I do this a lot, and also I do some. I take some singing lessons with a teacher I have, and sometimes what I do as well is teach other people how to sing, how to use their voices properly, and this helps me a lot to understand better the relation I have with my own voice. So yes, I'm very passionate about singing, about voices, and well, currently I teach in high school, but I would like to teach singing in my own enterprise. This is my dream, if I may say so.
Your dream.
Oh,
Okay. In medicine, Aurelia, Jesus, we have different kinds of intelligence, and one intelligence is the intelligence, the musical intelligence, and we know that we have the left and the right brain,
Hmm.
and it's very common that the right brain it's most important when the people sing.
Hmm.
We know too that the singers normally are emotional people.
Hmm.
What's the first? Is the feeling important or the technique first? I don't know. I want to know that what's first, the feeling or the technique to sing.
The feeling, definitely. Yes. Well, this is my opinion. I don't know what do you think about this, Jesus.
well, for example, definitely, it's the feeling that makes you feel like have a good experience to blow up your abilities and skills about that if you are good at even if it's music, arts, or an export. I think that you don't have to be focused about the techniques. I think that you have to feel it. How it's that you really love it, not for engage. It's just that you are going to express all the feelings for other people that, for example, they probably live this experience like you, and
Mm.
that's why all the artists uh, they want to share with their people that they really love and they are uh, keen on about their music. So, for in this case, the feelings are important more than the techniques, and it's important, of course, right? Why? Because the practice makes you better from the other ones, but first you need to be really feel passionate about that, that you really enjoy it.
Okay, in conclusion, feeling first, technique, seconds. And what
Yes,
about?
technique helps you express your feelings. If you don't have any feelings, you won't have the willing to sing really. And well, if you have a lot of feelings, but if you don't have any technique, it may be more difficult to express your feelings than well.
And what about the emotional people? It's common to the singers or the players that some instrument, I don't know. Actually, Jesus is it's a player. It's a saxophone player. Really, it's true. Jesus.
Yes, yes, it is, George.
So,
Exactly.
so what about the emotional people that to sing to change your emotions and your feelings and something like that? What do you think about my darling Aurelia?
Can you repeat the question?
Well,
There was a cut. I didn't hear the question.
Okay, the question is that if the music can change the feelings of the person of the people.
If
yeah.
music can change your feelings, I don't know if they can change your feelings, but your feelings may, I don't know how to put it into words, but well, uh, no, music can't change your feelings. It's just that if you have a particular feeling and that it goes along well with your music, then it may be stronger. But music can't
Well,
change your emotions in the, and this
well,
is not.
I'm sorry for interrupt you earlier, but for example, according to me, the frequencies that music always expands is
Mhm.
like kind of therapy. Why? Because always the melody could change a way that we could think that it's a way of that we always live and we have experiences about that we always that we, if it is happiness, sorrowless, and probably pain or the typical subject that we always are facing nowadays, that sometimes people broke up our hearts, and now we could try to relieve our pain with something specific, uh, a meaning on a song that it could we could put on these shoes about that we face these situations. So in my case, I consider that music is a kind of therapy that we could uh,
Okay, okay.
probably relieve our feelings. That probably that's why all the artists they always want to share with us that the experiences that they have it's the same reality that we could we had as them. I don't know if probably I'm wrong, but that's my opinion.
Okay. For example, I use the music for different situations. For example, I listen to rock when I'm very I don't know exciting. For example, I think the instrumental music when I have to relax me.
Mhm.
So the question is, do you think that the music is way for heal diseases? For example, I don't know, um, for excitation, my main or my brain, my spirit. I don't know. What do you think about the music for like a therapy?
Mhm. Music is a therapy, but in my case, I won't say that if I feel like bad, I I don't think music will help me feel better. But music, no, listening to music won't help me feel better. But playing music and expressing my feelings, yes, Music is a kind of therapy when it is, for me, in my case, when I create with music, yes, it is a therapy. When I write and when I sing, yes, it helps me a lot. But I won't I won't be the kind of person who would listen to music, relaxing music to get more relaxed. I don't know. This is not this is not my kind of way of using music.
Okay, so you prefer the rock, your kind of music that you prefer.
Yes, well, not when I play with my band, it is rock, yes, but when I play alone with my guitar, it's more folk and well, acoustic, something very, very quiet and very, well, spiritual sometimes.
Okay, and Jesus, do you think that it's important to listen the music when the people are stressed, for example?
Well, sometimes it's a touchy subject because uh, in some specific situations there are artists that, for example, they write lyrics and melodies that sometimes they have a hidden message, but it's like we say uh, a message that it's dedicated for a person that uh, probably hurts hurt someone, and we always uh, get focused. Sometimes there are a lot of people that they engage a lot with the lyrics, but they don't engage about what was the purpose about all the songs. And I think that we don't have to be engaged about the meaning of the music. I think that we have to acknowledge why these artists decide to create this situation about their experiences, their own experiences that they have lived, and how can we probably improve ourselves to probably if this person uh, did that to me, I wish you the best, but I know I don't have to attack her or attack him because sometimes these hidden messages that some songwriters wrote on their own songs, we don't we don't have a good purpose, and I think that we need to improve and have a and and have we could say a good uh, a good point or probably remember the good things that we had with this person that probably damaged us, and, and that's all. I think that we don't have to be focused about in some specific things that old songwriters write on their songs.
Okay, 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 Elia, I have a question for you, and do you play any instrument,
Yes, I play the acoustic guitar.
the guitar, and it's difficult? Is it difficult?
It is difficult when you start when you start learning, of course, and if you keep on practicing, it becomes less and less difficult. And if you want to improve more and more, it is always difficult at some point. But
We need practice.
yes, if you practice
Exactly.
little by little, it is not that difficult.
Yeah, so you sing at the same time, play the guitar
Yes,
in your concerts.
yes.
Oh, great, great, great. Uh, Jesus play the saxophone. Why the saxophone? What is the reason?
Why I got focused on playing the saxophone? Well, definitely when I was when I was a kid, I remember that I was in a presentation, and it was related about wind instruments. And I remember that the first thing that my father told me when I was a kid, it was, I, w- I really like this instrument, the soprano saxophone, because my father, uh, he has been always engaged with Kenny G. Kenny G is the greatest sax player I consider by myself. That is one of the biggest sax players that it has been exist. And actually, he play he plays my saxophone and all the saxophones that they exist. And then I decided to listen his music, and then I realized that wow, definitely I want to be like him because the sound, the vibration, and the frequencies about the sounds that our mouth could create about playing these wine instruments. That's what people makes them feel loved and like exciting, and that they experiment levels of dopamine that I don't know how can we say this in how can we explain this because it's it's like unforgivable. So that's what I got into this world of wine instruments, and at the age of 10 years, my well no at the age of 12, yeah, I have already remembered. My parents bought me my first saxophone, and actually it was a soprano saxophone. And I, I actually I couldn't hold it the first time that I saw it, but I said no, this saxophone I'm going to uh, put all my interest and all my good feelings in order to engage the people with my skills of music, and of course that they probably could really love it. So that's what I decided to play wine instruments, specifically saxophones.
Aurelia, and why the guitar? Why the guitar? What's the
The guitar.
special thing in guitar?
It's very simple, actually. When I was 14 or something like this, I saw for the first time, this is crazy, but I saw a young girl like me playing the
14 years, yeah.
guitar,
Very young.
and and I was so amazed by the sound of it, and I really loved what she was doing with the guitar, and I said, okay, this is my future instrument. I definitely have to learn how to play the guitar. And well, when I was 15, I had my first guitar and guitar lessons, and I learned how to play and sing at the same time with a super teacher. And then yes, it was it.
Okay, please tell us an experience on stage that you remember in your life, that an special experience on
Well,
stage that you remember.
yes. Funny experiences. I have one that in my last gig, I at the middle of the concert, the the batteries of my guitar went out. So I had to leave the stage and get a new battery to put it on in my guitar. It was quite awkward, but well, people were having fun anyway, so and well, I don't know what else I can think of, but well, Jesus, do you have any experiences to
Uh,
share?
Well, for example, well, I had been experienced a lot of things that when I had been present myself on the stage, but I remember just one that it was when I was in the junior high school that we suppose that our band that we create on the school, it was something that we we are going to make it for the next level. And what I mean that because we we had been inviting in a competition in Mexico City on on this place of recreation and games, Six Flags, that we were going to compete with a lot of uh, famous bands that they were all, of course, all people that they have experience, that they have already uploaded their own songs on Spotify and on social media platforms, and you know this stuff. But I couldn't believe it that even if we were young people uh, against all old people, we won to them. We we didn't expect that we won the prize of the best and young band of, well, in Mexico. Probably we could say that because we were in the junior high school, but I couldn't expect that. And I was thinking about, oh my god, what, how it could be if I won like a prize, like for example a Grammy, if I were an artist. What what would I do if I am on the Grammys or in the billboards? I don't know. I was thinking
Okay.
about that. How was the feeling about being in that situation? And that's what in the junior high school made me feel like if I was like being dominated in a genre, a favorite genre, or a a solo single. I don't know, and that's and that's all.
Okay, okay. I have a question for Aurelia. Aurelia, do you earn money singing? Is your expectative in in the past, in the present? Do you earn money singing or something like that? I don't know.
Well, I earn money for my association. And we in our band has an association. Okay, and we gather the money we make when we go when we make concerts,
Okay.
and this money is it's collected to be able to record an album.
Mm,
But it's not money for ourselves, it's just for the project. It's for the
yeah.
project. So I can't say that I earn money because this is not my job, and it's just leisure and projects.
What are your plans in the future
In the
for
future,
uh, for music?
well,
Uh,
as I said before, my dream would be to be a vocal coach or a singing teacher, and maybe earn some money with music this way. Mm.
so you will be the teacher of English, teacher of singing, teacher of the life for different people.
Yes,
Or
I still
to,
have a lot to learn before doing that, but yes, I would like to do so.
and what about your children? They love the music. They love the instruments. They love the guitar.
Yes, my child, I just have one child. She's a girl, and she's
Uh,
6. So yes, she always tells me, "Mom, I want to be a singer."
really?
Okay. Yes, yes.
Yeah. So
And she plays a lot with her voice. She sings, and when I play the guitar, she sings, and she does it properly on the right tone with the right rhythm. So I think yes,
Mm.
she may have some, not gifts, but as I said before, it's not about genetics. It's just about culture and the way parents teach their children and show things to their children that they make them have some gifts after and some abilities to work and develop some skills. Mm.
that is not genetic. It's a culture. It's, that the children can see. Okay. Okay.
I couldn't hear you,
Uh,
George. Your
yeah, yeah,
question.
okay. I question you that anything else about the music that you want to talk about with Aurelia and me?
Well, I consider that we we need to be we have to say things to God. I think because it's the perfect gift that we really really have to appreciate that it's music. I don't know. I don't know what we would have done if it doesn't exist the music. I think that we wouldn't continue with the new generations about knowledge and how can we overcome our problems if they were not uh, rhythm, melody, and harmony that are the three bases of music.
Mhm.
I
Okay,
consider that definitely important that what could we do if we are facing specific problems that probably we don't have the opportunity of if we could get some help with a person, and now we have the tools about how can we relieve that pain if they were not music. Definitely we need to appreciate this gift that God gave us, and that's all. Consider that.
okay.
And definitely, I'm sorry, and something for that, an addition, and the gifts that we have already got, even if it is music, arts, or sports. I think that that's what makes us different, and that's all.
Super, super. In conclusion, the feeling is first. Aurelia said me that it's very important the feeling at the same time the technique in the voice. No, it's not the genetic, the family genetic in the throat of the people because everybody can sing it, but it's very important to want to sing with a lot of love, I think, no? And the music is a way for a health disease. For example, I think that it's true. No, different ways for health the emotional diseases, for example. Aurelia don't have a song in Spanish, but he will have a song in the future, I think. The people is very emotional. So we have to use the music for free, the emotions. Aurelia,
Mhm.
anything else to tell us about the music, the advices for people that want to start to sing, advices.
Yes, well, music, like any kind of art, I mean, painting, dancing, anything, even cinema, doing films and everything like this, is about freedom. If you feel free, if you feel like being in peace with yourself, you'll be able to do any kind of art. You just have to pick the one you like most. And then you just have to work your techniques and you will be free to express your feelings uh, and you will increase your skills, and it's endless. You can do this as much as you want. It's just about passion and working, practicing, and that's it.
Okay. So we have been with Aurelia and Jesus. Aurelia is a teacher of English, teacher of singer of the songs. I don't know how I can say in English, and I'm very happy to talk about you, Aurelia. You know that you're my friend, and I'm very happy to speak with you. No,
Me too.
Jesus, the same. I'm very happy to talk with you and Aurelia. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure that you are in this moment and spend your time with me.
I think that uh, people they they have to be curious and discover themselves what is the meaning about this amazing art that it's music. I consider that if they don't if they don't get and search about this important gift that we have already got since any years ago. I think that they couldn't uh, be probably an advanced person. I mean that.
The last favor, Aurelia, can you sing a little for us?
Okay, yes, I hope the sound will be okay. I don't
30
know how.
seconds, 30 seconds, why not?
Okay. I'm dancing with seagulls, giving them names just like Gabe used to do. Here's Matilda, sweet Matilda. She's nice to me, Matilda. Quiet tornado, I'm inside you.
Oh, you have a beautiful voice, Aurelia. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much for your voice.
Thank you. I'm always happy.
Oh, okay, we finished the chat in this moment with your song, and thank you very much for this.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
It's the same. It was a pleasure. Jesus, thank you very much for your time. Aurelia,
Yes.
it's the same, and have a good night because in France is night, isn't it?
Yes, but we have the this switch of hour. Well, at 2 in the morning tomorrow it will be 1 actually. so so we have an extra hour to sleep tonight.
Okay. So, again, thank you very much, and see you in the next time.